Okay, a Raspberry Pi by default, their default storage device for their operating system is going to be a micro SD card, which is a limiting factor actually because that's not a fast storage device. Now, there is a way to update the Raspberry Pi so that it boots off of a USB hard drive or an NVMe drive or something like that. And that can actually increase performance quite a bit. But for the moment, we're going to stick with the default and we're going to talk about how to get an operating system onto the Raspberry Pi. Okay, so with your Raspberry Pi, you're going to need a micro SD card. And if you buy a kit from CanaKit or something like that, it should come with an SD card. And it's going to come with a little USB device, most likely that you can slide your SD card, micro SD card into, and then plug it into a USB port. That's going to be a common way to do this. You can get micro SD card to SD card adapters. You can get card readers that have a card readers that will have a micro SD card slot. So there's lots of different ways you can do this. Now, once you have a way to read the SD card, then you're going to need the Raspberry Pi Imager. So if you go online and you just search for Raspberry Pi Imager, and you can see it right there. First thing that's going to come up is going to be your Raspberry Pi OS. So go ahead and follow that link. And this is where you're going to get the Raspberry Pi Imager. Now, this is the same place where you would download the Raspberry Pi desktop for PC and Mac, or if you wanted to install an operating system manually, here's a way, or here's some information on doing that. But we're going to use the Raspberry Pi Imager because it's super easy to use. So we can download for Windows, download for Mac, download for Ubuntu. Here's a command to install it on Raspberry Pi. If you've already got a Pi up and running and you want to put it on the Pi OS and it doesn't have the Imager on it already, this is where you could get it. So you'll download the file and then you'll install it. Now I'm on a Windows-based system. I'm not going to download it because I already have my Raspberry Pi Imager loaded. So it is right here. So you just do a search once you get it installed for Raspberry Pi, and it'll find your Raspberry Pi Imager. So once you get your Raspberry Pi Imager up, you're going to make three choices. So you're going to choose a Raspberry Pi device, an OS, and the storage. So we're going to pick our device, and basically what this does is this filters out which OSs we can use. So you'll pick your Raspberry Pi, either no filtering, just show me everything, or you can pick which kind of Raspberry Pi you have, Pi 5, Pi 4, Pi 0 2W, Pi 0, Raspberry Pi 1. Let's go with the most current one, the Raspberry Pi 5, just for the fun of it. And notice down here, the Raspberry Pi 5 is a family, and it will show you Raspberry Pi 5, 500, or the Compute Module 5. So I'm going to pick the device that I want. Then I'm going to choose my operating system. Now my top two up here are the Raspberry Pi OS. It's a Debian-based Linux distribution. I have a 64-bit version and a 32-bit version. But I've also got a bunch of other operating systems I can choose. So here's some other Raspberry Pi OS-based images I can use. Raspberry Pi OS Lite, OS Full. So other versions of the Raspberry Pi, or I can find other general purpose operating systems. So I've got Ubuntu, and I can do an Ubuntu desktop or an Ubuntu server, and a couple different versions, Ubuntu Core. I also have Alpine Linux, so that would be an option that I could use as well. Now, I will tell you there are other Raspberry Pi OSs that you can go download that are not in the Raspberry Pi Imager. And if you have one of those, so for example, SUSE Linux has one. So if you have one of those, you can come to the bottom and you can say use custom. And then here's my Raspberry Pi images, and I can choose my OpenSUSE Linux from there. I'm going to go ahead and do that in this case just so I don't have to download it. But just to show you, so we had general purpose OSs. We also have some specialized OSs where we already have some customization built in. So media player OSs, emulation and game OSs, other specific purpose OSs like 3D printing, home assistance and home automation, Kali Linux, full page OS to full page browser on boot and kiosk mode, Moodlebox for Moodle server, so DAC board for displays. So lots of different pre-built custom OSs that you can choose. Now, if you pick one of these, what's going to happen is once you get it picked, it's going to download that operating system and then write it to your storage device. If you choose one that's already have, which is why I chose this one, it'll just start writing right away. So now I'm going to choose my storage, and I already have my little USB adapter with my micro SD card in it, and it's mounted as F drive. So I'm going to choose that as my mass storage device, and then I'm going to click next. Would you like to apply OS customization settings? If you don't, it's going to ask you for a couple of things when you start up. I don't want to use a customization setting, so I'm going to say no. And then this is going to wipe out everything. Are you sure you want to continue? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, just so you can see it. So it's preparing to write. And then I actually have a problem with this. There we go. And now we are writing. It was trying to display on my other screen, and that had an issue. So now I'm writing. And so it's going to write the entire operating system. And then when it gets done, it'll say, hey, you can go ahead and eject this. And then I can pull that out, and I can plug that into a Raspberry Pi, fire it up, and my operating system is ready to go. So that's how easy it is to install an operating system on a Raspberry Pi with the Raspberry Pi OS Imager.